morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Woohoo. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us on this really, really special day. We have got the most magical die collection for you that you are going to just come to time and time again to create the most stunning cards. The realism, the amount that you can do with these dies is incredible. So we can't wait to show you. My name is Rebecca Monks and I'm going to be hosting this show for you. In the producer's station, we have the lovely Jess. Good morning. And, true pal of mine, we're reunited. Kat Hollis.
So happy to be back.
Hi. Kat. So happy to be back. It's awesome. Wow, lots and lots of friends joining us. So we're going to dive straight in. Let's have a look at this week's Reddit Weekly. Okay, so it's these wonderful stamps. We showed you these on Monday, and I know Nat will have shown them yesterday as well. So we've got 4 lucky winners for these stamps, and we want to know, sorry, I'm looking at the answers coming in already. There's some keen beans this morning. 4 lucky winners. What animal is seen as a sign of good luck in Hawaii? Is it A, a monk seal, B, a Nini goose, or C, a green sea turtle? Let us know. They are amazing, absolutely amazing. We love that prize. Michelle says, are you making up for lost time by hosting all these shows? Yes, absolutely. I have to keep busy, have to keep going. And it is just a joy to be back on screen after all this time. Okay, we have got lots to show you. So I think we're going to dive straight in and have a look at this week's launch. Aren't they absolutely stunning?
Absolutely beautiful.
They're so gorgeous. I absolutely love them. And there's just so much that you can do with them. And I think the flowers that we've chosen for this collection of dimensional flowers, so we've got the orchid and lily, just spoiler alert. There's so many different colours that they come in, don't they? There's so many colours of lilies and orchids that you can really just go wild. Use up your scraps if you want to. Make some really awesome mates. Have you worked on these, Kat?
I've not. This is my first time today.
Ooh, how exciting.
I know.
Oh, that's awesome. So we know Kat's going to be doing some really fun things. Gorgeous dies. Let's show you those right away, shall we? So we have this amazing ultimate collection for you. So this is all 4 of your die sets that you're going to get. Obviously you use them together, use them separately. So that's just really like enabling you to stretch your stash and use these in other ways with other dies. You can see on these cut-in dies that we've used them with other things. So you know that it's going to marry up with loads more of your stash. So we've got the 2-dimensional flowers and then we've got the 2 cut-in dies. If you buy all 4 of these today, it's going to save £10 and be $37.96. And don't forget that is the absolute max you're going to pay. If you're logging in with your Club and Diamond account, you're going to save even more. You've got those prices on there. So let me just see where we're up to. We're going to show you the flower ones first. I did assume so. So we've got these 2 here. Again, they are available as a multi-buy. Again, you're still going to save money on these if you just want these. Best value is in the big ultimate collection bundle, but these are absolutely stunning. So you're going to get 3 cut-in dies in this lily. Again, available individually, but don't buy them that way. So you're going to get the big sort of lily piece, and you can obviously layer that up and fluff it up, can't you? Yeah. Create multiple, die cut it over and over again. So you get the big piece here, and then you get the, what is this called? Like the stamen?
Yeah,
that's
the word.
And then you get, don't look at me. Yeah, you're not a gardener, Jess. Oh my goodness. And then...
we've been waiting for you to come back with all your flower knowledge.
Yeah, that is true. And I'm actually Chelsea Flower Show's on at the minute. So I'm pretty buzzing actually. It's so nice to watch that in the evening with a cup of tea, post post bed bath and bottle. And then we have these gorgeous little leaves as well that are just going to add that extra element of texture and fun to your designs. And again, they look so realistic. You can just see that beautiful design on them. But obviously they are the flower of sympathy, but then I also feel like the brighter colours, like, you know, the bright orange that you see is so iconic, so wonderful.
It all depends how you colour them up,
Absolutely.
doesn't it? Yeah,
Like I say, you can
versatile.
have them, yeah, so versatile. You can have them in that really crisp white. You can have them in that stargazer with the pink centres. I know the lily is a particular favourite of Anne-Marie's, and she did show them yesterday. I'm pretty sure they were her wedding flowers. And then we have got the wonderful orchid. Speaking of wedding flowers, my mum had orchids.
Wow.
I know, pretty fancy.
Very delicate.
I know. And they are absolutely stunning. Orchids, beautiful, beautiful flowers. Again, so luxurious. You get that wonderful branch. You're going to get 4 cutting dies in here because you're going to get the sort of 2 petals that you're going to get here. Again, that sort of stamen centerpiece. And I'm sure I will be corrected by any gardeners if my knowledge is off. And then again, you're going to get this branch, stem, whatever. Again, you could use this as just like a tree branch for those sort of manly cards, as like a sort of wood branch, driftwood. You know,
Yeah.
you could definitely use this in more ways to get even more versatility out of it. Do apologise. And then we've got these wonderful cut in texture dies. Oh my goodness, these are stunning. Again, you can use these on their own or with the flowers. We've got lots of examples to show you as well. So you get this wonderful cut in script texture die. Absolutely stunning that. For that script panel, again, you can cut that over and over. You could just have like one layer of that. I'm going to show you the metal for your money, so you're going to see how much that's going to cut in to your cardstock. So obviously you need to cut this on your full panel or whatever you're going to use it, because it is going to cut in and not out. You're not going to be left with a cut out sort of shape as you will like with your lily and orchid ones. So it's going to be really good to create those backgrounds for you. You could even be doing some mask making if you want to with your mylar sheets. Absolutely so many different ways you could be using this. It's got that really nice kind of grungy, vintage sort of French script font there as well. And then we have got the trellis texture. So you've got that kind of like diamond, trellis sort of panel there. Again, we've just cut that on the packaging, like really, really simply, adding a sentiment. So you can see again how you can use these with and without your flowers. Again, that's the metal for your money in that one. Again, you could be inking this, getting really grungy, maybe doing some heat embossing around this. Absolutely stunning, stunning die. And again, it's just going to go with everything in your stash. There's quite a lot of love for these dies as well. Let us know what you guys think at home. Okay, so oh yeah, we also do want to let you know that all of these dies are on our mix and match deals. So if there's some from previous collections or some core ones that you want, any of our $11.99 dies are any 2 for $19.98. Oh, these samples, honestly. Gorgeous. This one's from Lisa Robson here. Love that script with, oh, don't forget as well, whatever you put behind that, whether it's parchment, another colour, some mirri, that is going to just totally shine through. We love that. We've got another one here with the clean, crisp white. This uses a parchment background. This is one of Lisa Taylor's. Absolutely stunning. She's used a bit of glimmer mist on those orchids as well. This is just the cutest. Again, another one of Lisa's. Just that envelope shaped sort of 3D card there with those flowers absolutely bursting out. You could use multiple of our dimensional flowers that we have as well. I love this one as well. We've used that trellis on the vase there. Again, another one of Lisa's. And then we've got some lily cards to show you as well. This card has a glimmer mist background on there with that real nice pop of gold. Super, super fancy. And then we've got those orange, this is what I'm talking about, those bright orange lilies. They're just stunning, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. You've got that happy birthday. And again, that blue mirror behind that trellis is just doing all of the talking. I love that. And then, gosh, there's so many projects here. This is unbelievable. The team have been so busy. This is one of Karen's again. I love this texture. This is like a faux embossing technique where she's just stuck die cuts down over and over again, but you could absolutely fake it with an actual embossing folder there. Again, a really nice, luxurious wedding card. This is what I'm talking about when I said grungy. This is what I meant. Oh my goodness, these inks are awesome. This is one of Emily's, absolutely beautiful, love that. So different from the floral projects. And then we've got this really sweet little handbag as well. I absolutely love that for a really special gift. That is absolutely amazing. This is Mary Kelly's. That's gorgeous. But we're going to see what Kat's going to do with this collection, aren't we? Are you ready?
I am, yeah.
Amazing.
We are going to start with that beautiful, beautiful lily.
Oh, nice.
And one of our panel backgrounds. So I'm going to do a 5x7. We're going to take some of our black, because you know I love my black sampling card as my background,
nice.
and I think it makes whatever you put on top pop. And then I'm going to go for the background that we're going to see through that beautiful trellis detail that we're going to use some of this gorgeous satin pink that we've got here. Oh, you missed the launch of these, didn't you? They are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take this to 6.5 by 4.5. So we're just going to leave a little white border on our card when it's fully done. And then we will take my layer to, do you know what? I'm going to come a full quarter because we've got that beautiful border that we want to show off. So we're going to go 4.25 by 6.25.
Oh, everybody at home loving the samples. Linda says, lovely samples. Catherine says, the samples from the design team are gorgeous. Hannah says, beautiful creations. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm sure the team will be thrilled to hear your feedback on our samples. They are absolutely beautiful.
Stunning. So I'm going to take this trellis panel. I'm going to put it kind of like in a portrait position. Yeah. That right? Over to this side. And the beauty of these is that you can, because they cut in, you can go in any way that you want if you want to do it on a diagonal. That is at the very end. So let me see if I can find a little bit more here. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, I can tell.
Sometimes you could just feel it, can't you?
You can. I'll just take a little bit of stick off that. I'll pop it over this side because we'll probably put our element there, and then if there's any extra sticky. So we're going to pop this through our die cut machine. I'm going to use my metal plate because it's quite a lot of detail to cut out there. So hopefully that will give us that little bit of a extra sharpness as we go through.
Beautiful.
Bring in the Gemini. Let's see if I can squeeze all these plates in. Turn it on might help.
Good push.
And out the other side. That looks like it's cut for me. So we are going to take this off of here now.
Oh, it's like the magic happening as well. I see all those little bits coming out. Oh my goodness. So effective on that black.
It is. And I think your satin and your mirror colours are going to work so good with this.
Oh, 100%.
They would make perfect, like little, especially if you're cutting it like out of mirrors and satins, perfect little shaker bits if you
I was
save
just thinking
them
that,
up.
yeah, a little confetti.
Yeah. And then we can pop this on here.
Amazing.
Your dotty tape on it is perfect for going over that trellis detail. Making sure it all sticks down. And then I just need to remember I've got a little bit of a thicker border than I usually have, so I'll just leave an extra bit at each side.
Oh, that is stunning.
Find where she's hidden her card blank. We pop that on there. And even that, you're making the starts of, you know, if you just wanted to add a sentiment, if you wanted something really simple.
Super simple.
Do that. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to add one of our beautiful lilies on there for you. So that is going to be our base. I'm then going to take some parchment. Let's cut this down a little bit.
I'm so happy you're going in with parchment. Absolutely stunning.
It is very, very beautiful. Find my lily dies. So we're going to place all our little bits out onto the parchment. You want to cut this at least twice to build up that that detail.
Oh, for sure.
But again, you can do as many or as few layers as you want. But one's just not going to be enough. So we're going to pop these down here. Again, find where to put that.
Oh, you die cutting tape.
A little bit more off. Just to hold everything in place so nothing knocks into each other as we move around that machine.
Amazing.
It's almost back in a straight line now, or it was till I started that. Right, we're going to pop that up there. If I ask again, just say to your left.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
to my left.
I will definitely. Jess is here too, so.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard when I said it.
That's really funny.
And we'll run this through again.
Oh, Jackie said like she did not have a good day. She had one of those days yesterday and this morning, like she's been up since 4:30 this morning.
Oh, wow.
I feel your pain, Jackie. Even Kat's not a stranger to a 4:30 get up.
No, definitely not. Lucky if I get to bed for 4:30 sometimes. I don't think that littlest child of mine was at sleep till 4:30 this morning.
Oh no.
So you have all your pieces here now. So what I'm going to do is just bring in my alcohol markers just to add a little bit of colour to these. And this is so simple to do. So I've got my 418 for my leaves. I'm going to just pop them on here because they're a bit easier to colour. But any bits
also
of
you don't
scrap,
want to stain your mat either.
No, any bits of scrap that you've got for this. Again, if you've got your coloured parchment, you could just cut it out of that. But if you've not, this is just
sometimes it's
how
nice
we
to
do
add
it.
your own effects. You can do a bit of blending if you want to.
You can, yeah. Just get a little bit of definition on there. It will dry down on your parchment. Just give it a couple of seconds. It'll be absolutely fine. And then we'll go with this nice vivid yellow for our stamen. Going round till you're happy with all that colour on there. And then for our lily, I'm taking the pink, but I am just going to add like a dash in the middle rather than colouring the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Just some strokes, and then you can just kind of thingy while it's still wet, just to get that kind of more subtle effect. And it's so easy to do. So if you're just learning with your colours, this is a great way to get started.
Absolutely. That actually looks really realistic for lilies. They do have that really natural sort of paint-like colours in real life, don't they?
Yeah.
Just those brush strokes, gorgeous.
So I have cut 2 more out.
Yeah.
I'm going to really build this up with 3 layers here. And then you just kind of centre them off each other. You can and your parchment is fabulous for giving these some shape as well.
For sure.
Crinkling them in and bringing them a bit more to the front. So
Kalina said, is it best to colour parchment with the brush markers? You can go in with your watercolour pencils as well.
Yeah. And then we'll just layer that one again in the centre. And then we'll go in with our stamens again. I'm going to just lift them up a bit so they don't stick too flat. Pop that in there.
Amazing.
And we're just going to add this to our panel. Let's add it on a little bit of foam pad just to give it that little bit of height.
Again, it looks so effective against that strong black, like the white parchment.
Yeah, I love it. You know me, it never takes much for me to be convinced into using any black.
Oh,
just
for
keep
sure.
bringing them up round each other. We're going to pop that over the middle.
Oh my goodness.
And we can go in with a couple of our green leaves, and I think that green just really makes it
Yeah, it does, doesn't
pop
it?
again. Just a little one at this side there, and then for a sentiment, I'm just going to go to our
Ooh.
just
my type pad.
that's the one. And we'll just go, to keep it nice and easy, we'll go with birthday wishes at the top here.
Amazing. Yeah, that is such a good choice. I think as well, if you do have this pad, there's a lot of kind of nice, not cheesy puns, but there's a lot of like nice sort of bloom with grace and let love blossom. So it's such a good partner to use with floral dies.
It really is. And then I'm just going to edge this with the green, just to bring that pop, because I really like that pop of green that's on there. So I'm just going to give this a faux matte layer around the edge with this, just to tie that green in. And again, you don't have to worry about being precise with that. The sketchier the better for the kind of look that we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Here. Again, let's add a bit of foam pad to the back of this.
Oh, Fiona says, this parchment lily is so simple, cat's genius idea and super stunning. It really is. And you can easily recreate this at home.
Definitely. And we can just pop
squeezing that in there.
Over there, and
Gorgeous.
I'm going to keep it really simple, but I think it's so stunning and effective.
It lets those two dies do all of the talking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But in a way that is just so effective. Absolutely stunning. It's classy, it's elegant. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Kat.
You're welcome.
Is beautiful. Yeah, the team have answered some of your questions as well on those parchment. You can use pretty much any of your mediums. My favourite is craft markers and watercolour pencils. You can use brush markers. Catherine says stunning card cat. Michelle says stunning card cat as well. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm absolutely not ready for part 2 of the show, but as always, what else is new? We've got some Moonstone dies as well. We decided to have a bit of a Moonstone celebration with our launch today. We've got the beautiful sentiment border strips, just popping things on that might work really, really well with those dies, and just reminding you of those core essentials that we have. So we've got these beautiful sentiment border strips. Again, 8 cutting dies on here. That is just incredible. And you've got those gorgeous, like I say, long border strips. So you've got sending happy birthday wishes, wishing you a speedy recovery, enjoy your very special day, good luck with everything, a huge congratulations to you, wishing you comfort and peace. Thank you so very much, and a very happy anniversary. So absolutely all the main occasions in there. And as well, you're thinking like you've got those generic ones like congratulations covering, you know, graduation, engagement, wedding, new baby, new home, everything like that. Speedy recovery, get well soon. Absolutely every occasion is covered with these 8 dies. $19.99, again, an absolute must buy. We've got some beautiful, again, if you're loving those new cutting dies that we've got this morning, we've got this set of 2 here, this fabulous little dynamic duo, and we've got the wonderful kind of like check one, and then the sort of more ditzy retro floral here, directly into your cards 6x4 or larger. And again, you can experiment with those finishes. A lot of metal for your money in these ones. Again, another absolutely stunning one are arched sentiments that you can just, especially if you're, you know, making a lot of circle apertures or using your circle dies, anything like that. If you've got those masks from yesterday, these are going to work so well with those. And again, you're going to get 14 dies for your money. So it's literally like £1 a die and then an extra £1. That's ridiculous. Look at those as well. Gorgeous typography, and again, a huge range of sentiments. Having ones like these in your stash, you can just come to over and over again. And then we've got some fabulous little combos for you. We've got your essential greetings. This is $19.98 for the collection. Yeah. Set of 3. Yeah. Stop it. Honestly. Happy birthday with all of your stamp set on there. Again, a nice big bold die for you, and then you can marry it up with those sentiments. So again, it's covering birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, even Christmas is on there. Wow. You've got the Cheers one, again in that really nice big caps font. So cool. And again, I know I bang on about typography all the time, but I just literally love it. It's so gorgeous. You're the best, it's your birthday. Cheers to everything. Cheers to the future. Let's party. And then we've got this one again. I love this one. This is my favourite. I think I just love that. Again, typography, that bouncy kind of modern script font. It is so beautiful. Look at it there. Like sort of cut out to create that shaped card front there. It's absolutely beautiful. So you can have all 3 of those dies for the absolute bargain price of $19.98. Love that. Absolutely love that. Cool. Are we going to show those card models in the third part of the show? Oh, let's keep everybody waiting. They're absolutely beautiful. They're worth the wait. Yeah, Carol Rooney says, love those arch dies. Again, don't forget, we do mix and match deals on all our Moonstone dies. And like I say, the ones we have on this morning, we do have that multi-buy on there as well, don't we, Jess? That any 2 for $19.98. So again, you can mix and match those $11.99 ones of your choosing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for all of your comments so far this morning. Kat, are you ready for demo number 2?
Yes, we are.
Yay!
Oh, sorry, just lost my mic. Give me a sec. I'm not doing anything on it.
They
there
can,
we go.
They can be a bit awkward. Right.
There we go. 6x6 card we are doing. And as much as I love black stamping cards, you all know I love craft card even more. So I couldn't pass the opportunity to do a craft card and white lined detail. So I'm going to do a 6x6. Again, I'm going to take this down. I'm going to leave a border. Let's do 5.5 by 5.5.
Leave the white edge of the card blank.
Yeah, because it's literally going to be craft card and white. So
yeah, you need it, don't you?
We are going to go with that.
And doing it that way round saves you having to do another mat and layer.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're going to take this. I have just opened my die. Where's it gone? Here. So this time we've gone for the script one. And this time what we're going to do is I'm going to take it across the top and the bottom to take 2 kind of like different sections out.
Yep, and that will leave your edges open, won't it? Because obviously it's cutting in and then that script's going like off the page.
I'm hoping.
So it's going to give you that really nice kind of like rustic, shabby chic look.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it all the way just in case it cut that top bit off.
That corner, yeah.
Yeah, so as we've said that, I've had a second thought. I'm going to do that there. So we're going to run this through twice. Get my plates back in the right order. Make sure you're using your metal shim for these. And let's run that through. Oh. That's one of them. Almost done. And this is where that shim really comes into place because you can see how easy it cuts for you. And it just takes a little brush and everything pops out beautifully.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, your 3-in-1 die brush is the absolute perfect partner for these dies. Again, just to get rid of all of those little weeds. Super, super easy, especially with dies like this that have got a lot of detail. And I find with cut-in dies as well, you always do need to weed that tiny, tiny bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll do it again at the bottom, but kind of just like the other side. So we're just really creating up a lovely background panel here. Take that over that way, see if it'll go through a bit easier for me.
Yeah.
This time. It's grabbed it. We're on our way.
Woohoo!
I never know what to do at this bit. I feel like I should do like
I know, it is a little bit...
Do a dance.
Yeah, do a little dance.
Do a little dancey dance.
Oh, that's cute.
And we can pop this out now. Now, for some reason, it's not as cut as finely on that one for me. It must have just hit the pressure of the plate, but you get the idea. I'm not going to worry too much about it, she says, and then she can't leave it alone.
I know, yeah.
But do you know what? I kind of like that kind of
Sort of
embossed
semi-
detailed in there as well. So we'll just pop out a few more bits. See if we can get a couple out the side. But I do kind of like that kind of faux embossed look it gives you at the same time. Which is something that you can do. So if you wanted to keep your bits in and use it like this detail here, if you put your low tack tape over the back first, it'll probably keep the bits in. So if you were just wanting it as a texture rather to actually than cutting out, that's a great way of doing
100%.
it as well. So we're just going to pop this down on here now.
That looks so nice.
And again, this is where your dotty tape runner is going to come in to absolute its own.
Oh, for sure.
We'll just line that up. I want to take this bit out because that's annoying me because it's coming off the edge. So we're just going to do that.
Oh, I love that.
And then I am just going to use my white gel pen just to put like a faux sketch border in around. And again, do not think about this too much. The sketchier, the better.
For sure.
Mine must be running a little bit low. So we're just going to take that around the edge and it just really gives it that finish. You can go over it a couple of times just to make it stand out a bit more. But we just add that white border on there and pop that to the side. And then we can get on to our little orchids we are playing with now. So yet again, I'm going to cut these out of the craft.
Yeah.
Let's pop these on here. Now I'm not popping this one through because I've pre-cut that one out of white. It's the only thing that I'm cutting out of white. Everything else is cut out of craft. It was still to the left, but not the left where I'd left it last time. So it took me a second to place it then. Let's take a little bit of the sticky off.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially on craft card, it really, really wants to stick to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Run them through. Should have sat down in the right position. And we'll take that through. And then I'm going to pop them out of there. And again, we're just going to add some white detailing in, but these are like so super embossed for you that it's really, really easy to figure out where you want it to go. So I'm just going to highlight the lines that are already embossed in this branch.
Yeah, I meant to say that before. They have got all of that incredible detail on. Like, you haven't had to draw that and like figure out where to put those little dots and branches. It's already there for you.
Absolutely. So we're just going to take that in there now, finish off this one. And we're going to make 3 of these all together to sit on the branches.
Oh, gorgeous.
So the one I made earlier. So you're going to take your 2-piece and sit that over there. And then, like I said, I took the little white centre and I've done that out of white just to make it really pop.
Yeah.
It might get a little lost otherwise, and we can sit that in the centre. I'm going to bring back in our card. Now I know it's not going to be like the most standout because of the colours that we're using, but sometimes I really like that kind of subtlety that we get to it. So let's get this on. I'm going to add that just over this side a little bit, and we will go in.
Again, you could always bring your parchment back in and do like a little panel, or
you can, or you could cut your twig out of white. Maybe if I was doing it again, that's maybe what I would do, just to make that bit stand out a bit more.
It's nice though, because like it's more of a natural colour for that branch, isn't it? Your craft. It's so nice.
It's where your brain naturally goes, isn't it?
Yeah, legit.
So we're just going to pop these up onto here. Let's pop this on to where those branches finish naturally.
Oh, so nice.
Just come in around like that, and then I'm going to take, I've got a choice of 2 sentiments here. I think we will go with these arch ones, and let's go, should we just go with love?
Yeah,
That
with
makes
love.
it,
That's so pretty for that card.
and we've got the matte and the layer with these dies here, which are absolutely perfect. Let me just get a little bit of white. We'll take from that, and then a little bit of our, you miss me.
I
Dropping everything.
It goes without
Crashing
saying that I've missed you,
everything.
Kat. Yeah. I missed everybody so much. It is wonderful to be back.
She missed me the most.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I believe you, thousands wouldn't.
I know.
So we'll just pop them both on there. Run this through.
Amazing.
Again, dance time.
Dance time.
Any excuse for a dance.
Yeah, for sure. I've missed crafting together, Kat, you know, like, I don't know, just think we just bounce ideas off together, and I don't know, it's nice, isn't it?
We do. I'm looking forward to having my Bexpiration back.
Yay! I love that. That is definitely the biggest compliment.
And we will.
Debbie says, do the arched sentiment stamps and dies match up with the arched nesting dies? They definitely would, I think. Like, they weren't designed together at the same time, but I know Stacey designs with like such versatility. I don't know whether she's watching or working today either, but they definitely would. And as well with these dies, like a lot of dies, there is that sort of bendy ability, flexibility that you could very easily just drape it round. And I think as well, if you put it on the top of that arch, they are definitely designed to work with like our circle ones.
So that's just...
yeah, they were designed absolutely perfectly with our circle straight edge, but there is absolutely no reason because of the shape of that arch why you couldn't use them together. So hopefully that answers your question.
So, my end of my love just tore off, but that is easily fixable. Just go in with our...
Oh, little glue stick. I know,
Yeah.
I love these for little dies like this.
Pop that back on. Just match it up. Do not... Things like this used to ruin my day, but then I realised there's always a quick fix.
That looks absolutely... There is no need for that to ruin your day. That
Nope,
looks
not
absolutely
anymore.
fine.
And then some bit of foam pad on the back here. And we're just going to take this with love round the bottom, just to pop that over there. And then I would probably go in with some pearls, but just in the essence of time.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Absolutely.
Just for something a bit different out of your craft card there, because I don't think we had any craft examples.
No, we
certainly.
don't. We absolutely don't. So it's so nice to see something really different. Lots of love for this card as well. Jane says she's not normally a die cutting person, but enjoying the show. Sometimes it's just lovely to just sit, relax, put us on, have a look what's new, and there's lots of crafty inspiration. So whatever you're into, you will enjoy the show. Okay, we've got our Win It Weekly reminder, and then we're going to do some diamond deals and recap today's launch. So I know Chloe says I've missed the whole show. Don't worry, we'll be recapping today's launch. We've still got one more demo to do. Okay, cute and cuddly stamps. like, share and comment. What animal is seen as a sign of good luck in Hawaii? Is it A, monk seal, B, ninny goose, or C, green turtle? Oh my goodness, much love to everybody at home. Viv Nichols says, another stunning card, Kat. Karen Miller says, lovely card. Donna says, beautiful card. Jackie says, love this card. Faye, fantastic makes today, Kat. For sure. And we've got one more coming up at the end of the show. What a treat. Okay. Goodness knows why we've got this on. We couldn't even squeeze all our diamond deals in on Monday, could we? Did we show some more yesterday? And some more tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Okay, deluxe craft pad, puppy love, $8.99. 20 sheets for you, 4 of which are die cut foil toppers here. Absolutely stunning, absolutely jam packed as well, may I say. I mean, there's 8 dogs on that one alone, as well as all your sentiments. Again, absolutely jam packed with all of your fun little doggy breeds on there. Absolutely stunning. And then we've got some of our sort of like big ones here, our more sort of like classic formats of our toppers here, and then these ones as well in that cute cartoony style for you. And then we've got our foiled cardstock in here. Absolutely beautiful, everything you need to be making all of those fun furry friends cards. We've then got your printed ones, and again, we haven't featured any of our actual dogs on here so that the versatility is there for you to place any of your favorite little furry friends on here. You've got that floral border here, lots of like paw prints and cute little, you know, cartoony patterns throughout to give it that really nice fun look. And then you've got all of your 8 A4 inserts in there as well. $8.99, that is working out as 40% off. 40% off. We've then got our Puppy Love Miri Essentials. Now, it's Puppy Love in the fact that the colours were chosen to complement the collection, but you are just going to, even if you don't get the craft pad or you haven't got this collection, it's worth it just for those essential Miri colours. 6 colours in there, 3 of each. $3.90, there's no reason not to grab that at $3.99. And then we've got our adorable Scoreable as well, 12 sheets of that, 6 colours, 2 of each. And these are our previous colours. We have relaunched our adorable Scoreable. So if you had any old again, it's $2.99. I don't even need to say you'll need it if you like any other colours. Just get it. Just get it. It's adorable Scoreable. Amazing. Can't cope with these bargains. Then we have our wonderful, I love this, mega storage caddy. Beautiful Perspex box in here. It just unlocks like so and opens to reveal your 16 individual amazing storage boxes, which you can get gems in, pens, toppers, die cuts, tools, whatever you like. Again, crafting and non-crafting, you know, you can put little toys in here. We know people use them for like makeup, hair accessories, nail care, anything like that. Lego, super popular. 29 at 10 are off. Again, this is something we struggle to keep in stock, so I don't know why Dan's put this on Diamond Deals, but there you go. If you do love the super storage boxes that come with that, we have got those on individually as well. $4.99. Stop it. Madness. Right now, this is madness. Again, these are 38% off, $4.99 for your set of amazing 3 little super storage boxes. And your storage bins, again, these will hang up on your sort of pegboards, obviously the craft trolley if you have those, or just, you know, on the side of your hooks, etc, etc. And again, you can just chuck in whatever you like in there. 2 for £6. Again, they're great for like pens, things like your 3-in-1 tool, your craft knife, obviously with the lid on, glue sticks, etc, etc. They are amazing. 2 for £6, saving 50% off. Again, something else we really struggle to keep in stock, so get those whilst you can. And then finally, we are going to recap on today's launch. So if you've missed the first part of the show, do not worry. We have got these wonderful Dimensional Flowers and Textures Ultimate Collection for you. You're going to save £10 just on the multi-buy. You're going to save even more if you log in as a club or diamond member. So we've got that beautiful lily, Kat used that on the first demo with the most stunning parchment and black stamping card. Absolutely beautiful. We've got our dimensional flowers orchid there. Again, that was from the last demo in the craft and white. And then we have these really, really fun cut in dies. So we've got our new script texture die there with that beautiful French script there. And again, you can go kind of off the page like Kat did with that one. And then we've got that trellis one again. That was from the first demo with that wonderful kind of rustic texture for you. Amazing, amazing dies for that. I would absolutely, really advise, if you can stretch to get in them all, it is the best value and the best saving. But they're both available individually and as sets of two, so your flowers and your cutting textures. Okay, now I did tease about the more samples coming, so we're going to show you those now. Oh, again, absolutely stunning samples here. This one's by Wendy with those bright orange orchids, and again that black and gold background. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think everybody's favourite is to pair it with the Miri. Again, you could pair it with that satin cardstock like Kat. We've got this one, a really nice kind of like inky little number there. Absolutely amazing. This yellow one as well, absolutely stunning. I really love that kind of like monochromatic colour pop themed card there as well. We've got a little lily stepper with lots of our dies. We've got our alphabet dies in there. And again, as Kat said, leaving those pieces in to create more of an embossing folder look. Yeah. Really, really stunning and beautiful. Again, we've got one where it's coming off the page with that script. Oh, orange lilies. Oh my goodness. I'm not normally an orange kind of person, but orange lilies are just absolutely fantastic. Again, we've got those, I need to get used to the cameras being the opposite way around again. That embossing folder kind of technique is absolutely stunning. That's one of Donna's, and I know she's watching the show today. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love this wreath here as well. This is another one of Donna's makes, again with that bright orange lily. She's added some of those textures with the gel pen and the brown there, and some of our previous dimensional flowers. Have we still got all those in stock? I think so, yeah, Jess says yes. And then we've got another one as well, combining it with some more of your like kind of paper craft side of things with your delightful die cuts pad as well. What a beautiful, beautiful easel that just really shows that off. And again, you can colour in between, or you can even paper piece it if you have got an incredible amount of patience. Yes. That would look stunning, especially in like a rainbow, or as Wendy has done with this one, that ombre effect looks phenomenal. So do get your hands on those dimensional flowers, and you could be making amazing cards like this. But we are going to squeeze one more demo into our show. So it's over to Kat.
Okay. So again, I'm playing with parchment because it's me and we like a little bit of that in there. But I'm bringing the satin in again, but just combining them too. So I've gone with some of our pink parchment this time. And we are just going to cut. We'll cut this down to about 5. We'll take an oval nesting die, and again, this can be any shape you want. This is just what I got my hands on.
Yes.
When I was reaching. So we're going to pop this on here. And again, this is going to be like the main colour focus on the card, other than the flowers, and keeping everything else quite white just to keep it lovely and fresh.
Again, me and Natalie were saying how, and I feel like it has been fashionable for like the last couple of years, but yeah, lots of white space on cards is really, really trending at the moment.
It really is, isn't it?
Lots and lots of love for that mega storage caddy. I'm really, really not surprised. I will read some of the comments out because, again, don't just take my word for it. Michelle says, no one is allowed to put anything in my mega storage caddy apart from craft goodies. Don't blame you. Karen Willis ordered another mega storage caddy at the weekend. It arrived yet. So again, buying multiple, Karen. You know, don't just take it from us. They're so good, people buy multiples.
Yeah.
They are just so handy to have. Oh, Michelle has 4. Again, wow. Don't just take my word for it. People buy multiples, guys. She has one full of foam pads.
Wow.
Oh, imagine,
that's a lot of foam pads.
Imagine though, you could categorise them into like strips, squares, jumbo. Love that. absolutely love that. Different mills.
So we've just popped that trellis die back on to our parchment oval. So you can cut into shapes as well. You've not got to keep it as just on your flat background.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, you don't have to do that. I'm so glad you brought that trellis die back in.
And we will pop this gently out of here. And like I said, when you cut those bits out of parchment, they are going to be absolutely perfect for shaker bits.
Amazing. Yeah, especially in the parchment. So cute.
Yeah, so pretty. They're almost like little stars, like little pillow shapes. They're so cute. Then I'm going to keep this really, really simple. This is going to be the background for the card, just on that white again. And let's add our stick just where our trellis is, because that's probably going to show up the least there. And then if I need to pull a bit back and add somewhere else later, we can do.
Yeah.
But I'll just pop that down. I think it's just great for adding, and I love the lift you get when you're not completely sticking the whole thing down.
Yes, that's
So
it. You
now,
can see that shadow behind.
yeah, I've gone delicate with my background because I'm going to come in and I'm going to use a selection of my shimmer cards for my actual flowers. So let's start cutting little bits of these up. So I just need a square of that one, a square of that one. That's going to make my flower. We'll do more of a rectangle of this really vibrant green for my branch, and then a little square for the gold centre.
Yep.
So we are going palest pink for our background.
Nice.
We're going to go the dark pink for our foreground. We're going to go that one for there, and then I'm going to find my little stamen in the middle on the gold. Let's secure these down, because if we're going to get them through all in one go, we want to make sure that they're on the right piece, that they're not shimmying about.
No, that's it. It is the best way when you're using multiple dies, and especially when you're using like scrap pieces as well. It can kind of easily move.
Yeah. And back to our plates. Yeah, especially when your plates like this and they're a little bit wobbly, and you might not want to sit where they originally go. So just make sure that you spread them out. Let's bring that through. Oh. Oop. One's fallen on the floor. Right, you ready? Steady. I'll be back in a second. She's here. Woo. And then we can just pop these out, and the detail get onto this satin card.
I was just thinking that exact same thing. What an absolutely stunning finish that is.
So we are just, again, going to layer these up on to the background. Like I said, you can change your placement each time so your flowers look slightly different.
Yeah,
so because obviously they're a natural source, aren't they? They're not, all your flowers are not going to be
uniform,
identical every time.
Yeah, for sure. That looks really good with that gold in the centre.
Just makes it pop, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it just shows you how many different materials you can use with this here. And I have made a couple beforehand. And like I said, now if we go across with this green,
Stunning.
so pretty. We'll have that coming up from the bottom like that. Again, let's pop these on foam pads. I do like having that little bit of height behind them. Are you enjoying your first week back so far?
I actually am, you know. It's so nice to just, think about other things.
Yeah.
Think about, and especially when it's crafting as well. You know, I think it would be harder if I was in, I don't know, a job that was a little bit more boring.
Yes,
but
definitely.
this is just the perfect like antidote to kind of mum life. And yeah, I was telling you this morning, I'll just update the guys, like she had her first day at nursery yesterday and seemed to go amazing. So that made me feel better too. So, and it's just lovely to just be kind of back in the swing of this life again. It's ace. That looks gorgeous, Kat.
So, do you know what? I'm going to leave it at that because sometimes I just think
Less is
really
more.
clean and simple. I mean, obviously you could add a stamp or something if you want to, but I just love the simplicity of that.
Yeah, I do. You look at nothing else apart from that oval. It's like
Yeah.
you've created your own kind of topper almost.
Yeah.
Love that. Look at that shine as well. Can we just go back to that again, Jess? Come on. Look at that. Oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. I love that as well. So much love. Yeah, there's lots of people saying they overorder. There's no such thing as overordering. Don't listen to your husbands, fiancés, partners,
Nope.
etc.
No.
No, there's no such thing. Sam Hatfield says gorgeous, Faye says stunning, Carol says stunning, Viv says 3 amazing demos today, Kat. Colleen says wow, 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 Kat, love it. Donna, another stunner of a card, Kat. 100%, I agree.
you, guys.
It was definitely worth another little bit of a longer look. The team have answered this, but I am crafting again tomorrow, so do not worry. So excited, so excited. Okay, it's time to wrap up the show. Natalie is over at Hobby Maker tomorrow. At 2 p.m, she's got the new pocket pads. Now, I'm not going to lie, we were working on those yesterday. So they are definitely, it shows that you can do nice, speedy makes.
Yeah, new.
Yeah. Nobody say anything. Let's just style it out. We've had, we worked so hard. We did work really hard, to be fair. They are gorgeous. You don't want to miss those. She's got aperture card fronts on those shows as well, and they are the handiest thing in the world. At 5 p.m, she's got the Big Book of Shape Sentiments, another stunning essential. And 8 p.m, she's got a Golden Oldies special. Love that. So lots of shows, 2, 5 and 8 tomorrow on Hobby Maker. Hunky Dory TV, me and Anne-Marie are back in the house. I am in, the team said the hot seat. I like that. Back in the hot seat, back crafting with you with some gorgeous card blanks. I'm going to really enjoy getting stuck into those for sure. Goodbye, everyone, and have the most wonderful, wonderful Wednesday.